The first regular session of the Senate in the 20th Congress of the Philippines is hereby called to order.
The Senate opened the week with a sharp focus on corruption and budget accountability, zeroing in on alleged ghost projects and questionable spending in public infrastructure. In the plenary, Senator Panfilo Ping Lacson questioned the Department of Budget and Management's proposal to equally divide the 275 billion peso flood control budget across all districts, urging a needs-based approach that prioritizes flood-prone areas. Meanwhile, senators questioned Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board officials on how firms with shady records still get government licenses during the Blue Ribbon Committee hearing led by Senator Rodante Marcoleta. Beyond ghost projects, senators also flagged issues at the country's seaports. In his privileged speech, Senator Raffy Tulfo questioned the long delay in completing the 485 million peso Zamboanga Port Passenger Terminal, as well as issues on overloading, poor documentation, substandard terminals, and rampant scalping in seaports. Senators also weighed in on the injustice faced by Indigenous peoples in Palawan. In his privileged speech, Senator Erwin Tulfo called out the Department of Environment and Natural Resources for unfair treatment of Indigenous peoples, citing the confiscation of a legally harvested rattan shipment from Palawan. Meanwhile, Senate Minority Leader Vicente Tito Sotto III slammed the Civil Service Commission for downplaying laws that ban gambling among public officials. Sotto cited existing laws and CSC memorandums that explicitly prohibit any form of gambling by public servants. Senate Deputy Minority Leader Risa Hontiveros raised fresh concerns over the true identity and citizenship of businessman Joseph C. During the plenary session, she revealed that the listed parents of the businessman do not appear in official records from the Philippine Statistics Authority. Senator Robin Hood Padilla, in his privileged speech, urged the government to build nursing homes nationwide, stressing the government's duty to protect the dignity and welfare of senior citizens. The Commission on Appointments, led by Senate President Francis Cheese G. Escudero, confirmed 24 foreign service officials and 20 senior military officers. Among the confirmed appointees were former Department of Foreign Affairs Secretary and Permanent Representative of the Philippines to the United Nations, Enrique Manalo, and Armed Forces of the Philippines Southern Luzon Command Commander, Lieutenant General Cirilo Balaoro Jr. The Committee on Agriculture, Food and Agrarian Reform, chaired by Senator Kiko Pangilinan, resumed its probe into various agriculture-related issues affecting the agricultural sector, particularly on rampant smuggling and market manipulation. The Committee on Culture and the Arts, led by Senator Loren Legarda, opened hearings this week with a push for stronger cultural policy. The Committee on Civil Service, Government Reorganization, and Professional Regulation, chaired by Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa, conducted a public hearing on proposals to exempt qualified overseas Filipino workers from the Continuing Professional Development Act. Senator Pia Cayetano, chairperson of the Committee on Sustainable Development Goals, Innovation and Futures Thinking, flagged the gap between the country's income status and widespread poverty, urging reforms, quality jobs, and inclusive programs with lasting impact. Senator Amy Marcos called for input from labor agencies on wage proposals to close the salary gap between Metro Manila and provincial rates during the Committee on Labor, Employment, and Human Resources Development hearing. The Committee on Women, Children, Family Relations, and Gender Equality, chaired by Senator Risa Hontiveros, tackled proposals to amend the Safe Spaces Act, citing deepfake technology and artificial intelligence as rising threats to women and children. Senate President Francis Cheese G. Escudero joined President Marcos for the signing of Republic Act 12253, or the Enhanced Fiscal Regime for Large-Scale Metallic Mining Act. The law aims to curb tax avoidance and ensure fair revenue sharing with local communities. Aside from Escudero, Senate Majority Leader Joel Villanueva and Senate Deputy Majority Leader Joseph Victor J.V. Ejercito were present in the ceremony. The Senate Finance Committee began deliberations on the proposed 6.793 trillion peso budget for next year, with lawmakers stressing transparency and public accountability. Described as lean and efficient, the 2026 budget will reflect the nation's development goals and uphold the public trust, according to Committee on Finance Chairperson Senator Win Gatchalian. Meanwhile, the Senate launched the Budget Transparency Portal for the public to be able to monitor the budgeting process.